A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move, water companies in England and Wales are set to return nearly £158 million to customers through lower bills next year, following a disappointing performance on critical issues such as sewage spills and leaks. The announcement comes from Ofwat, the regulator responsible for overseeing the water industry, which released its annual review of company performance. The report revealed that water companies managed to reduce sewage spills by a mere 2% between 2020 and 2024, falling drastically short of the 30% reduction target set for the 2020 to 2025 period. Similarly, the reduction in leaks was only 6%, against a target of 16% by 2025. Customer satisfaction has also taken a hit, reaching the lowest level since Ofwat began measuring it in 2020. Ofwat's chief executive, David Black, expressed disappointment, stating, "This year's performance report is stark evidence that money alone will not bring the sustained improvements that customers rightly expect. It is clear that companies need to change, and that has to start with addressing issues of culture and leadership." The penalties imposed on water companies have now exceeded £430 million since 2020, with this year's penalties surpassing the £114 million ordered last year. Thames Water has been hit the hardest, required to repay £56.8 million, followed by Anglian Water at £38.1 million, Yorkshire Water at £36 million, and Southern Water at £31.9 million. On a more positive note, United Utilities, Severn Trent, and Northumbrian Water emerged as top performers, receiving outperformance payments of £33.2 million, £27.9 million, and £7.8 million respectively. Environment Secretary Steve Reed criticized the state of the waterways, stating, "Our waterways should be a source of national pride, but years of pollution and underinvestment have left them in a perilous state. The public deserves better." To address these issues, the government plans to place water companies under special measures through new legislation aimed at strengthening regulation. This includes new powers to ban bonuses for executives responsible for pollution and the ability to impose criminal charges on persistent offenders. Reed also announced a comprehensive review of the water industry to inform future legislation aimed at fundamentally transforming the water system and cleaning up the nation's rivers, lakes, and seas. The report highlighted that sewage spills increased at 9 out of the 11 water and wastewater companies in 2023, with only one firm meeting the performance commitment level. In contrast, almost half of the companies met the target in 2022, indicating that improvements are not only necessary but achievable. Ofwat categorized the 17 water companies into 3 performance tiers: leading, average, and lagging behind. Notably, no companies were classified as leading. Anglian Water, DWR Cymru, and Southern Water were placed in the lagging behind category. Thames Water, which is grappling with over £15 billion in debt, moved from lagging behind to average, but remains under scrutiny due to ongoing concerns about its performance. Despite some signs of improvement, such as Severn Trent's initiatives to reduce sewage overflows with 617 enhancements at 467 sites, Ofwat emphasized the urgent need for other companies to follow suit. Greenpeace UK has called for a complete ban on shareholder dividends and bonuses to redirect funds towards monitoring and improving the water system, arguing that fines are insufficient to address the root problems within the industry. Mike Keel, the chief executive of the Consumer Council for Water, echoed these sentiments, stating, "Poor performance on pollution incidents and a failure to protect thousands of households from the misery of sewer flooding will do little to reverse the unprecedented decline in people's satisfaction and trust in water companies." He emphasized the need for water companies to prioritize customer welfare in their operations. As customers prepare for refunds next year, the amounts will vary depending on their water provider, reflecting the different penalties imposed on each company. The ongoing issues of sewage spills and leaks raise critical questions about the effectiveness of the current regulatory framework and the commitment of water companies to improve their performance and restore public trust. With growing public outrage over the state of the nation's waterways and the perceived negligence of water companies, the pressure is on for these firms to take decisive action to address their shortcomings and fulfill their obligations to the communities they serve. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.